Welcome back to the channel. If you're seeing this, we don't have foam and rebar here anymore. We've got concrete. That is right, we are getting ready to pour. For me, it is the end of July, and hopefully in 2 days, the crew will be here to put down our floor. And the next bit of footage you see will either be the shop done or them laying down and pouring the concrete. I've got to put the sealer down on the concrete before I start moving everything back in here, so I will have a delay on that. But the important thing is we are almost ready to go as I squeak across my heat sheet heavy insulation. So let's just cut to the next scene, and honestly, I don't know what it's going to be. Well, look at this. Our floor is in, and hope you enjoyed that little time lapse. Just pulled the security camera footage. Didn't want to leave a big camera down here and whatnot. So we have, the floor is done, and somebody's kind of anxious to ride their bike in here for a while. He's back there somewhere. There he is, yep. Yeah, come on in. So we've got a couple of days for everything to cure on the floor before I can start bringing vehicles and everything else back in. But I'm gonna do some cleaning. Kids are gonna ride bikes in here for a little bit. And you wanna wave and say hi?
Yeah.
Hi. And we're going to just slowly bring stuff in and organize, and wow, it is certainly more echoey in here now. So pour went pretty good. They're done pouring in about 2.5, 3 hours, and all the other screeding and floating was done by about 4 o'clock yesterday afternoon. They got here about 7:30 in the morning. Came back this morning, cut the lines, and Tris and I had a date night last evening putting all the sealer down. So we've gotten a whole lot done and not a lot of time. So thanks to the Creative Concrete guys for doing an excellent job here. They just tackled this place like nothing. And yeah, we're just gonna start cleaning up and organizing, and we'll come back once I've got stuff kind of back in here and make a little more sense of this giant space we've got to play with now. Alrighty guys, we are in the shop. Despite the echo, which hopefully will dissipate once we get everything back in here, this is pretty awesome. As you saw, the pour went pretty well. It's been a couple of days since then. I've still got a couple of more days before I can start bringing vehicles back in here, or the Bobcat with all of our pallets of stuff that go up on the racking over here. All the toolboxes behind me are are down from the garage. Everything that was in the storage unit is now back in here and organized. Most things went back where they came from, but I'm trying to organize and make a little better use of space since I have a nice solid flat floor. Everything's not tippy and whatever. So I even went as far as power washing off all of my empty fuel cans, which unfortunately are empty. But just trying to leave as much dirt outside as I possibly could when bringing everything back inside. Now we've got over in the corner here, I've mentioned a few times, is where our tack room is going. And you can see our air compressor moved. Where it is now is actually going to be elevated up on the roof of the tack room. So that's going to get that off the ground. And I also am bringing in a air dryer that's going to fit under our black rack there of AV goodies. So that's pretty awesome. And I've got all of my tools, like I said, back down from the garage. And of course, over here is our pallet racking where all of our stuff is going. Now, I rearranged this a little bit. So if you can see, my end goal would be to get a lever rack system in this space right here. But currently, due to budget, I am using the existing shelving I have from Menards. And this is holding kind of all of my random stuff, my nuts and bolts, random parts, rattle cans of various penetrants, paint, whatever the case may be. But I'm just trying to take this opportunity to start on an organized foot and hopefully keep it that way. I've still got a few more little totes and bins to go through as time permits, but those are kind of the miscellaneous things that had been in the tote for the last 4 years anyways. Random electrical stuff that was left over from having our electrical work done, ratchet straps, stuff like that. Nothing critical. But the important part is I've got a couple of more days before I can start bringing everything back up or bringing everything back in to the shop. Everything is still out there, all the vehicles and whatnot. So I'm going to wrap this one up here. And the next time you see me in the shop, we're going to be back working on cars. Likely that's going to be the Challenger. We've got some sandblasting to do and to get that in primer. And we're going to break out our paint booth again now that we have a nice, clean place to use it. And really looking forward to getting more use of that down here too. So hopefully you've liked this. This has been, you know, we put this up in summer of 2020, almost 4 years ago now. To the day we started the erection of this. Actually, the foundation went in July of 2020, and we started the building here in August of 2020. I'll find that playlist and throw it up here. This has been a long dream to have this workspace on site. It also holds our other stuff too, camper and horse trailer, whatever. But the space here we've got to work is excellent. I'm very thankful we've been able to make this happen this year. And now we can go back to saving our pennies to get our insulation in here. So thanks for watching. Like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. That helps us out. And we'll see you in the next video. Take care. That echo, wow.